scary. Today, while I turn myself into a vampire, I'm gonna tell you how to dye your hair and how to save money dyeing your hair, because there's so much misinformation out there and it drives me insane. I went to beauty school. I took a test. I was not a beauty school dropout, but I am sad I can't relate to that song more. Beauty school is insane. If you want more about that, just let me know. Vampire makeup. Do I know exactly how it's gonna be vampire-esque? No. So hair dye. You wanna dye your hair and you can't afford to go to someone professional, which makes sense because guess what? It's really expensive to get your hair done. The disco lights are too intense. Basically, want you guys to know the reason hair is so expensive now is because product is actually insane. And actually, hairdressers, it's really expensive to become a hairdresser. Brows going crazy. But I want you to know, you will not get pro results. I'm just gonna tell you that. Because it's actually really hard. Like, I don't get why people think doing hair isn't hard. It's incredibly hard. I try and do my makeup and talk at the same time on a camera, and it never works. It never works. So I don't get why today I decided to keep trying this. Or do we do a red smoky eye? I don't know. I did this one vampire makeup look so long ago. So long ago. And I've always tried to capture its energy, but like I just nailed it on a first try, and now I've tried to like do the same thing every year and it just never comes out how I want it to come out, you know? We're gonna be so messy with this though. So messy. Because why not? So you're wanting to dye your hair. The store I recommend is, let's go to Sally Beauty's. Sally Beauty and this other store, which is only a pro store, Cosmoprof, are owned by the same company. So they have some overlapping brands. So there are some pro products you can get at Sally's that you can also get at Cosmoprof, like Wella, for example. I can't recommend ordering pro products online. Don't know if they're real. You're gonna do my hair, which is semi-permanent. I bleach it all and then semi-permanent. Bleach and lightening are the same thing. Lightening is just a word professionals use to sound more fancy than bleaching. I don't care. I'm bleaching. There's hydrogen peroxide being used. We are bleaching your hair. The levels of the hair, which are like, it's like darker hair is level, is a lower, darker hair is like lower level, and lighter hair is like 10. Some levels go from 1 to 10, some levels go 1 to 12. 1 to 10 usually does the frickin' job. Your goal, if you want fun colored hair that is not in the warm tones and in the cool tones, your goal is to get rid of all the orange. And orange pigment in the hair stays until about a level 8. 7 is still orange. 7 to 8 is going from orange to like that yellow tone. You want to get 8 to 9. If you get to 10, magic. If you have lighter hair, you can get to 10 easier without as much damage. If you have curly hair, you can do this too. You just have to be a little more careful because those bonds in your hair that make it curly are being broken. They're not like damaging, but they're being broken and your hair will be relaxed a little bit. It's not your hair being curly that's the difficulty. It's the fact that these brands are not making products that are with curly hair in mind. But if you have curly hair, I'm gonna tell you, you can have fun colored hair. You can have super fun colored hair. It's not the end of the world. The sucky thing is these companies don't care about any hair besides stick straight hair, and it's messed up. It's really messed up. I don't even know what I'm doing with my eyeshadow. We're just going. We're gonna find your lightener, your bleach. The Ion bleach from Sally Beauty. I've used the cream one. The cream one doesn't lift as fast as the powder one. Doing your own hair, don't go over 20 volume. 20 volume is going to do the job, and you'll get more away with having to do a second round if you don't get it evenly covered. The easiest way to take your hair, to lighten your hair, is to have your hair be virgin. Like, nothing's been on your hair. Nothing weird's going on with your hair that can interact with the lightener and cause that process to not lift your hair as fast. We're going to find our Ion powder lightener. Or the Quick Blue from L'Oreal. That one is a great one too. Those are great options. We're going to use the volume that goes with the product. I've found sticking to same developer with same brand gives you the best results because those were chemically formulated in a lab to work together efficiently. It's not like if the store's out that you can't use like a generic brand. You just might not get that like half level of lift that can actually make it so you don't have to go back and lighten your hair again. I would recommend splitting the head in 4 sections, doing the front 2 and back 2 separately together. Even if you have thin hair, do it separately together. I found that gives you more time to look at it, process it. It takes a little longer, but it saves your hair a little bit. Okay, looking at your hair, you're like, it's still orange by the 20-minute mark. Okay, go back, remix that lightener, because that lightener in your bowl only has about 30 minutes of time before it completely chemical reactions out. Remix that every 30 minutes. And I know you're like, oh, it's so much product. You're saving so much money doing your own hair. You need to accept that you need to just use a product. I'm just going to keep resaturating everything. And remember, lightener makes your hair look lighter than it is. So what I like to do is do a scrape test of the lightener. A little scrapey scrape. And check what the color is. If there's any hint of orange, go back, resaturate. Give it 7 more minutes. Give it 5 to 7 more minutes. If nothing's happening, give it another 7 minutes. Do not let this lightener sit on your hair for more than like an hour. Love a gray eyeshadow. I love a gray eyeshadow. Ooh, yes. Concealer. Nobody questioned my waist. Do you wear wigs? Like, I'm gonna rewatch this video and be like, what are you talking about? You do your own hair, you kind of gotta say, what happens, happens, you know? Because when you do your own hair, you're in there. It's mentally a lot. And sometimes you gotta be like, if my hair falls out, it falls out. That's what I say every time. If this is the day, this is the day. Great thing, hair grows back. This is just me dumping information and hoping it makes sense when I edit this. That is not doing what I want it to do. We're a little dry. Blued. Oh. Oopsies. What am I doing, guys? I don't even know anymore. What brand I recommend for semi-permanent dyes that you can get? Sally Beauty or like online. If you want a real cheap one that's not gonna last that long, Adore or Kiss Temptation. You can get that online. That stuff, beautiful, very neon. Your hair has to be incredibly light and like basically a level 10 for that. It has to be like super blonde because those hair colors, they're not forgiving in any way, guys. You want to get hair dye. The brands I recommend: Manic Panic, Unicorn Hair Color, Arctic Fox, meh. It's very expensive for what you're getting. Bring out the blood sprinklers! Vampire! You dye your hair semi-permanent. You do the things. You do all the things. You let that sit for like a good hour and a half. Because it's not gonna melt your hair off. Semi-permanent color can't damage your hair. It only deposits. It can't lift your hair, which means you're okay and you're gonna be okay. Yes, yes. You just go for it. And then you let it sit and then you wash it out with colder water and you can shampoo it out, but that's gonna make it fade. I would recommend having freshly shampooed hair, especially after you lighten your hair. Freshly shampooed hair, don't have to shampoo your hair. Let that, if you can get 2 weeks before you shampoo it, that usually helps with the wear a little bit. We got vampire teeth and we're gonna put them in my teeth. We're gonna do vampire teeth, okay? Ooh. I'm a vampire now. Wait, sorry, I forgot the disco lights. Hair dye? I don't know where I ended this. Maybe you want more advice on hair dye. But this was just me having fun, doing a thing while I did makeup. So thank you for joining me on my vampire makeup journey. It's very simple vampire makeup, casual vampire. Camera, I want people to know I'm a vampire, just like a little casual look. So thank you for joining me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because I guess that's what YouTubers say. I don't know. Bye.